Hi friends, I'm Sandeep Singh, and in this video I'm going to be talking about the static variable. Static. So essentially in this video I'm going to teach you about functions and the static variable. So let's get started. Now let's say we make a static integer variable, let's just call it Sandeep, and we let it have the value of 5. So if we just print out Sandeep, we'll get the value of 5. So that's fine. But if we remove static variable, so it'll just be integer Sandeep equals 5. And since it is a global variable as it isn't inside this main function, if it's inside the main function, it'll be a local variable. So if I just copy this inside the main function, it's a local variable. But now it's a global variable. We'll get this error, and it says it cannot make a static reference to a non-static field. So what does this actually mean is that since it's not static, we will actually have to make an object for this class. Basically, static variables are only copied to the memory once. So let me show you what I mean. If I actually remove the static variable to just be an integer with Sandeep, you can see there's an error produced. And it says this stuff cannot make a static reference to the non-static field. So don't worry what does the error mean. But essentially, if we don't make it static, we have to make an object for the class. So the class name is hello with a capital H. So we just call it hello. And this can be any name, but I'm just gonna put hello again and equals to new hello. And then to reference this variable, we have to put hello dot Sandeep, and this hello will be the same as this variable hello, the one highlighted in green. And now only it will print out 5. So if it's non-static, we have to make an object of the class. And this hello highlighted in green is the object of the class. And by not making it static, we can actually have variables with different names. So we can have another hello with like, I don't know, let's call it deep. So this is another name, equals a new hello. I can just, instead of putting hello.sandeep, I can just put deep.sandeep. And if I print it out, it'll produce 5. But let's say if I only manipulate deep and leave hello on its own, you'll see the variable will only change in deep and not in hello. Now, you can't really do this with static field because static field, it is fixed. The value is copied into the memory once. Let me show you what I mean. So if I just increment deep.sandeep by 1, and if I print that out, deep.sandeep, it will be 6 because now the object deep, it has the variable 5, but since I incremented it by 1, it now has the value 6. But if I print out hello.sandeep, you'll see it has the value of 5. So deep has the value of 6 and hello has the value of 5. Now let's say I make another Java file. Let's call it yo.java. And let's just remove this main function. And over here, I'll just make this main function here. Let's say we make this variable Sandeep to be static. And we try to print that out in this yo.java file. So it's another file. So to print that out, since it's static, we can just use the class name is hello. So we can just call it hello.sandeep. And I just save this, print this out. You can see 5 is produced. And as you can see, for static fields, we don't actually initialize an object for the class. But if we make this non-static, we have to actually initialize an object for the class. And this will be a small hitch with hello. And if we just print that out, you can see 5 is produced, but we needed to create an object which is small letter hit hello. Now let's say I have this function in Java. Okay, so to make a function in Java, you have to type public. It can either be public, private, or protected, but now let's make things simple. I'm just going to make it public. So by making it public, that means this function will be available to different Java files and to different classes. So I'm just going to make public and static, and it's going to return nothing. So I put void, and now I can call it anything. Let's just call it yo with brackets and open the function. And let's say the function is going to return hello. And now I'm just going to call the function inside the main function. So I'm just going to put yo with brackets and just going to print that out. You can see hello is produced. But if we take out the static, it returns an error. So to get rid of the error, we need to make an object of the class. So since the class is hello, I can just type hello. And for the variable, I'm just going to call it cool. And equals to new hello with semicolon. So this object is now inside the class. So this object can do anything which is inside the class. So let me just return cool.yo, which is the function. And then only you'll see hello is produced. So I think the main thing is that if the function is not static, you have to initialize an object of the class and then only call it with the object. But if the function is static, that means it's only inside the memory once, then you can just call it straight away. Alright, I hope this video is helpful. Please like and subscribe to my channel if it was helpful. Thank you. Goodbye.